So we came out to the farm today, and I brought old shop dog Axel with us. Axel, he is so excited. He loves coming to the farm when we're out here working and doing things. So he's going to have a blast out here today. It's kind of cool today because it was 68 yesterday, and today it's 42. So anyway, we're going to get busy here. Okay, so we've got a big red oak. I actually got two on the ground. One of them had two stems coming up. I cut both stems off, got those on the ground safely. A little bit nerve-wracking, though, I'm going to be honest with you. I am not a professional tree feller of any kind, but I did get them on the ground safely. No one got hurt. And I'm going to go cut those up to length now and then haul them off to my log yard. I say log yard. It's where I take them down here. They're kind of out of the way of everything on the farm, and that way I can process them later for firewood. So I'm just trying to get everything out. It's getting colder today too. It's about 35 now. 68 degrees yesterday, 35 today, and a wind blowing right out of the north. I mean, straight out of the north, and a little cool compared to yesterday. So anyway, no whining about it. We're gonna get back to work and get this tree cut up and hauled off the hill. Okay, so got that red oak on the ground. There's three branches up, one big tree, and then up here we had this branch here that went kind of up that way, and then this branch here that kind of went out that way, and we cut them both down. And now I did have to wedge this one. I got it on time lapse there. Had to wedge it, and it was a little bit it's top heavy, but got it down safely. Everybody's okay. So I've got it all cut up into manageable, transportable lengths, about 8 feet long. I don't want to get too big going over this hill. It's pretty darn steep where I've got to go out toward the barns there and then down over the hill that way. And I don't want to get myself in trouble with my tractor. So anyway, that's they're all cut up. I'm gonna start hauling them out now. I'm gonna try to get a little bit of that on film for you. Axel, come on, buddy. Oh, he's excited. Wow, is he excited? Wow. So that's my shop dog, as you guys are getting used to knowing. His name's Axel, and believe it or not, he is 8 years old. 8. And he runs around like he's a puppy. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. He is absolutely in heaven when he's here at the farm. He stays in the house or in the shop with us most of the time, but man, he loves being outside. So I love bringing him out here too. He keeps me company. So anyway, so I'm going to show you guys another piece of the puzzle here on the farm now. You guys haven't seen this before, but this is Big John. Yeah, I know I'm really original with my names, but anyway, this is Big John. This is our 2755 cab tractor. Got a front end loader on it and a cab. And I hate to sound like a wuss, but honestly, it is getting colder and colder all day, and the wind is coming out straight from the north, and it is getting colder by the minute, it seems like. So anyway, really and truthfully, I can use the small 3520 to do pretty much everything, but this one will carry 2 or 3 logs at a time, and it'll speed up the process. So it actually needs to be ran. I haven't driven it in about 2 weeks, so this cold weather's hard on batteries. So we're gonna get Big John out, me and Axel, aren't we, buddy? All right, let's get this thing rolling. Yeah, Big John's ready to go to work. We're gonna let him warm up for a couple minutes here. We're gonna go up on the hill, start pulling off logs 2 and 3, maybe 4 at a time when we get down the small end. So one other thing I'll share with you about Big John here, it's like I said, a 2755. It's a gear driven tractor, not a hydrostatic. It has 8 forward speeds, 4 reverse speeds, and that's really helpful when you're doing hay or bush hogging, things like that, because your foot does get worn out at any brand on hydrostatic trying to maintain that speed that you want sometimes. Okay, so what I've decided on here is I'm going to come back and get one more tree or one more log with Big John. It's a forked piece. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty big at the base, so I'm going to come get it with Big John here and the forks on the front, and then I'm going to use little John, I guess we'll call it, little John Deere there, 3520. I'm going to use him to get the rest of the logs out. That grapple is really nice. And also too, the tractor is a lot more nimble than this tractor. You can get around some tight spots, it's smaller. And we're going to use that. Get back out in the wind, quit being such a wuss, I guess. Anyway, we're about done with Big John, but I did want to run him around a little bit. I like to run him as much as possible in the wintertime to keep the batteries charged. And I enjoy driving this tractor too. So, I mean, what's not to enjoy? I mean, you're driving a tractor, for goodness sakes. I love it. I grew up on this farm. This is a 5th generation family farm right here. And I'm going to shoot a lot more videos on the farm here. I think that I can share a lot of entertaining stuff here. Okay, so I think we're done with Big John. Got off the bigger logs, the ones that's kind of in a rough spot, got all those off the hill, and I'm gonna go back and get on the 3520 and go up here and try to get the rest of the smaller logs off and get them in my pile. Got a decent little pile going right now. Gonna add to that. So let's go get on the 3520 and do that. There's Axel the Wonder Dog again. He's back. What are you doing, buddy? Come on, come on. Oh, anyway, we're gonna get some more work done. Anyway, in the meantime, what I've done is I've actually cut down an ash that had all the bark gone completely, and then right up there, I don't know if you can see that, a white oak, it was dead. I went ahead and took it down. So I'm gonna go back to moving wood now with the tractor and getting it down off the hill, and then I'm going to start cleaning up those trees. I'm not going to worry about the limbs that busted off that ash tree right now. I'll get them before springtime, before the grass starts growing, but I think I'll get Big John back up here to help me get that big white oak out. I'm going to try to get it down into a more manageable area right there where I cut it. is nothing but a bunch of rocks and a couple stumps and stuff. So I think I'll take Big John and drag him down here in the field, drag that white oak in the field, and then start working on it from there. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get this log pulled out here. This is a pretty bad spot, actually. I hope my chain is big enough. it's a little small for this job, but hopefully it won't break. I'm gonna lift up on the tractor bucket or tractor forks. I'm gonna get my leverage going up, and then, you know, try to get this tree up out of these rocks right here and around this stump. So we'll get that for you. This thing is pretty decent sized white oak. I cut it here hoping it would break because it kind of bound up the saw on me. It didn't, of course. Anyway, so we got this big tree down here, and our little chain that could held up got us out here in the open ground. I want to measure this tree out into 8-foot sections, cut it up, get it down off the hill with Big John here. So still got a little bit of moving to do, a few things to do here, but overall everything's going pretty well. And gonna get that started, gonna get that thing taken down over the hill really soon. Okay, so I'm back up here to Big John, and I've got the tree lifted up off the ground with him. Apparently this tree weighs a lot, or we're sitting in a hole, which I'm suspecting. I'm suspecting the tree weighs a lot. But anyway, the whole time I've been calling this thing a white oak, and honestly I should have lifted its tail and checked it a little sooner. It's actually a red oak. I've been calling that the whole time. You see, look at that red coloring, and it's splintered out there pretty good. It's a red oak. You know, you got to check them nowadays, so I didn't check twice, I guess. So let's get this thing measured out in 8-foot sections, get it cut up and hauled off the hill. Okay, so I'm wrapping up my day here at the farm. I got a lot of the wood cut and on the ground, got down to my storage pile there, and everything's ready to go with that. So now I'm going to take you on a little tractor ride. I'll put it on a time lapse, but I'll show you one of my favorite parts of our farm. Okay, so I'm going to show you something that's very unique to our farm and something that we are very blessed to have, and that is year-round running water. We have a creek here on the farm. It goes right through the center of our farm, and we are blessed. We are so blessed to have something like this. I'm going to show you. It goes from one end of our farm to the other. It's got a beautiful color to it right now. It's about 4 feet deep. I'm thinking about 4 feet deep right there. This creek provided plenty of entertainment for me and my buddies when we were young guys growing up here on the farm. Get a hot day working in the tobacco, working in the hay, just outside doing things, and just go jump in a creek is always cool, especially in this area right here. I don't know why, but we always had a really good time. And so there it is. Got a water gate there. Anyway, so here we are. Beautiful creek, flowing nicely this time of year. It's actually got a really beautiful color to it as well. So just want to share that with you guys. That's part of where I grew up at, and I really enjoy being out here. This is kind of like my me time. Not trying to be selfish, but I spend a lot of time at work, and this is kind of a good place for me to get away. Okay, so I'm going to share something with you, and I've told people about this, and I would, you know, make mention of this to friends and people in town and at my shop, and they look at me like I lost my mind, which is I don't understand that. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So this right here, beavers have done that, and yes, we have beavers here in South eastern Kentucky. There's perfect proof of it. See the teeth marks? See how they've cut that little tree off to use? Here's another one that's a lot older. They've ringed this pine tree, which now it's dying because they've taken all the sapwood off of it. They've even chewed on this vine, whatever this vine is. I don't know if it's a trumpet vine. It's certainly not a grapevine. It's very big. That's a big, you can say it's a pretty big vine. Anyway, so we do have beavers here. This creek that comes through the farm is absolute, like I said, a blessing. I'm just gonna let you listen to it right here for a minute, where it comes through the islands, as we call it.